There is no way that Ngannou wins that fight.
If it's just
No
boxing,
way.
he's going to have a really hard time hitting him.
I'm trying to tell you, this guy's in a lot of trouble.
Ngannou does have the nuclear option, though. He really does. He does have nuclear one-punch knockout power. He has one of his knockouts of Alistair Overeem was one of the most terrifying knockouts I've ever seen in my life. He spun Alistair's head behind where he was looking at the back of his feet. That's how hard he hit him. Now, is he going to land that on Tyson Fury? It's going to be real hard. But he's not going to fight that way on Tyson Fury either. He's fighting that way on Alistair because he knows that Alistair is not in his prime. He's just going to just smash him. He's trying to make his statement of being the top heavyweight contender in the UFC at the time when he knocked him out. So tell me about leading up to the Tyson Fury fight.
Oh, the Tyson Fury fight, that was great. I was just there living a dream. Get this big moment, get that fight that I've been waiting for 4 years.
Everybody dismissed it. Everybody said, that's not going to happen. Tyson Fury's the heavyweight champion. Why would he fight a guy who doesn't have any professional boxing matches? That's crazy. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it happened. And then everybody said, you didn't stand a chance. And then when you knocked him down in the second round.
Everybody could be a threat. You better take 2 steps back and then see your distance and get ready to defend yourself. You don't, if anybody hits you, you're going to get hurt.
Right. True.
So, yes, I might not have been doing boxing. I'm not a boxer, but still, I'm a fighter. And even if I wasn't a fighter, I can hurt and I can harm somebody. If you look at it, I'm a man, guy, and then 2 men together. Someone might have more techniques, might know the sport, but even if I never been in the gym, you still better watch out. I still have a chance.
Yes.
Maybe not as much, maybe not equal chance, but I still do have a chance.
But you can't dismiss someone like you and drop your guard and think that you don't have any chance.
I have seen fight that people show up and then they pretend like, oh, they're going to fight. They have stone in their hand. And if you dismiss them because you think like, oh, he's a small guy, he hits you with the stone in his hand.
Right.
Boy, by the time you find out that he has stone in the hand, you are in the ground.
Right, exactly. But it was very clear to me that you had some interesting strategies when you went into that fight. First of all, you're fighting a lot of it in southpaw. Why did you decide to do that? Was that something that you guys had devised before the fight? You thought it would be an interesting strategy? Or is that just like the way you like to box?
I like to box like that, but I also thought it was a strategy, that he would be a good strategy as well. Every time that I switched to southpaw, he was thinking. But when I switched back to orthodox, he was pressing. So when I want to take a break, I switched to southpaw a little bit.
What was it like there's obviously you've had many MMA fights. You've been very successful, UFC heavyweight champion as an MMA fighter. But what was the difference in the feel of going into a professional boxing fight with a guy like Tyson Fury, who is the heavyweight champion of the world and one of the greatest of all time? I mean, he's absolutely one of the greatest heavyweight boxers ever.
Yeah. But he was completely different. The environment is different. The organization is different. It's different to be step in the ring for the first time. Okay, you have all this spotlight on you, but you're in the ring. Feels different. Sometimes you're in the cage. You're used to the cage. You lean on that cage. You have that feeling. You grab the cage.
Also, you have shoes on.
Yes, and then in the cage, you know that you can do more. You can wrestle, you can do this, and you're comfortable with that. But you're in the ring for the very first time, somewhere that you've never been. It feels different. And then you're thinking like, oh man, how am I going to do? Am I going to be able to do 3 rounds? Am I going to be able to do 4 rounds? I don't know. I'm going to find out just now. There's not a way back. You're going to find out. So by every round, okay, how am I doing? This is the first round, then second round. Okay, so this is the 5th round. I'm not too bad, so I think I'm going to get there. Just go like that.
So you're concerned about endurance?
Yes, you're very concerned about endurance. It was 10 rounds, and I didn't know how I'm going to be feeling after the 3rd round.
You turned it on in the 8th round. In the 8th round, you hit him with some big shots.
Yeah.
That was one of your best rounds.
Yeah, the 8th round was pretty good. Then I get then I pull my feet off the gas on the 9th round. And then the 10 rounds, I'm like, oh, I feel good. This is the last round, right? Feel good. That's when I start to do like the Superman punch or the stuff. For me, he was already a win.
He shocked the world, that's for sure.